Now here's where it does get interesting. 6 Islamic nations forced India to give a clarification on the comments made on the Prophet by the ruling party spokesperson. And this is on India, a country of religious tolerance and acceptance for centuries. So one question here. Which Islamic nations have questioned India and summoned our envoy? Question 2. Where do these Islamic nations stand on the religious rights index with regard to their own states? And that is what now I'm going to show to you one by one. Very interesting. Now let's begin with Qatar. Religious preaching by non-Muslims is not allowed in Qatar. It's banned. Publication of non-Islamic texts are regulated, checked by the government and by the authorities. This is Qatar that has summoned our envoy, the Indian ambassador. Let's come to Saudi Arabia, known for not respecting minority rights, no citizenship for non-Muslims, no public worship by non-Muslims. Saudi Arabia there clearly ensuring that there is only one community that has the maximum right. Iran, where we know how women have been protesting now for years, but no minority community member can be a president, cannot lead Iran. Islamic theology in higher education is a study that is compulsory by Iran, only again looking at one community and in a hardline stand of it. For years people have tried to protest but have been jailed or have not been found. In Pakistan, our much-loved neighboring nation, death sentences and lynchings for blasphemy on Islam. Very recently we even had a Sri Lankan officer who was lynched by a mob. Not just that, remember, conversions, persecutions by Pakistan are a daily affair. This not only about the non-Muslim minorities, the religious minorities, but even if there are Ahmadiyya Muslims, they are targeted by Pakistan. Today it lectures India. Afghanistan, which has now been taken over by the Taliban. We know that since the Taliban took over, most non-Muslims, specifically the Sikh and the Hindu minorities, have fled, saving their life. Barely a few are left and are living in fear. Importantly, conversion, executions, killings by the Taliban are a regular feature in Afghanistan right now. And what about women, Muslim women? Recently, the women news anchors were not even spared, were forced under the burqa. These 5 nations are lecturing India today on its religious rights and tolerance, a country that's known for its tolerance and acceptance of all religions, of its respect for centuries now. Do not forget of what India had to give a clarification only because there were national rights to be considered.